Ah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's November. Tomorrow on Friday will be December 1st. You know what this means? It's time for some talk around the hot stove for baseball. So, back off, NBA, and your whatever it is you're doing right now. Off to the side, NFL. You were my lead story. I'll get back to you later. But for now, let's get around that hot stove and talk Milwaukee Brewers baseball. The Brewers, oh boy, they made history. They made history setting a record market-setting deal with their top prospect in all of baseball, Jackson Chourio. They have agreed to their record contract. MLB Pipeline says he's number 2 overall, but Baseball America and all that has him as number 1, so either way, he's slated to be on pace to be Bryce Harper, Mike Trout type good, but I'll believe it when I see it, because he's a prospect. He's got all the stuff that you would need. It's a deal that's close to $80 million. It'd be the richest deal signed by a player with 0 years of MLB service time, eclipsing Luis Robert Jr.'s $50 million contract with the White Sox, beating it by a casual $20 million. Nicely done, Milwaukee. Nicely done. We spent money this offseason. And we kept it on in-house talent. The Brewers, I'm not used to them having good talent. There's where they actually, they grab Wally the Wallet, open it up, and get a guy. Of course, in the minor leagues, let's see here. I was close to $80 million for let's see. $80 million, it's probably 8. There have only been 5 such signings of players. Oh boy. Well, most of these, hopefully it works out unlike most of those guys. Let's see. I think it was 8 years, $80 million, so it'd be $10 million a year, which honestly isn't bad. Chourio's deal will be close to $80 million. Will beat the deal for minor leaguer, but by about $30 million. Yeah, that's incredible. And he's only played 6 games higher than AA. And he's got the stuff. To this date, there's only been 5 players to have signings that were that big. In 2014, the Astros' first baseman, John Singleton, 5 years, $10 million. Well, the season, the 2023 season that just ended, when the Brewers were having a plethora of injuries, was when Singleton finally crawled back into the MLB after that deal. Good for him. Phillies infielder Scott Kingery, 6 years, $24 million. That was in 2018. Okay. This one somewhat worked out. White Sox outfielder Eloy Jimenez, 6 years, $43 million. Same year in 2019, Mariners first baseman Evan White, 6 years, $24 million. That's not really working out the greatest, boys. And White Sox outfielder Luis Robert Jr., as we mentioned, 6 years, $50 million in 2020. That contract's about to be up. Damn. That's interesting. Obviously, he's not the first prospect that's inking a long-term deal extension with the Brewers. He's just the first one to do it before getting to the majors. Because in July of 2022, Aaron Ashby agreed to a 5-year, $20.5 million contract when he logged just 102 thirds innings in the pros. And, yeah. Then they had one Freddie Peralta in February 2020 when he had a little more than 1 year of Major League service time. Those agreements followed the first of Ryan Braun's 2 extensions with the Brewers. The first one, it was an 8-year, $45 million pact in 2008 after he won Rookie of the Year and all that, yeah. But the Brewers actually were spending money, and I'm amazed. Because obviously we got high hopes in the guy, because he's a 5-tool talent who posted an .837 OPS across 3 minor league seasons. Take this into consideration. The man's 19. He has an .837 OPS across 3 minor league seasons, which means he's been doing this since he was 17 years old. And he is mostly as the youngest player in his league. They don't get much younger in AAA, where he's going to probably start. He had a career-high 22 dingers in 2023 and spent mostly at AA at Biloxi. And he kept hitting in the Venezuelan Winter League, where in that Winter League, he slashed .379, .453, and .530 in 17 games before calling it a season. He's not 20 until March 19th. Okay, guys. That means a 19-year-old, just someone younger than me, just signed a deal for worth $80 million. Yeah, shows you what happens when you're good at baseball. And he has signed. He flew through them. He is by far gonna, as of now, he's the best amateur free agent signing they had. The man was originally a shortstop. They made him a full-time outfielder in 2022. What's with the Brewers and outfielders? We got a log jam. But he possesses a combination of these impressive tools with 370 grade speed, a 60 grade power, and a 60 grade fielding. Do I have any idea what some of those mean? No, I'd have to go look it up at what it means for stuff from the MLB pipeline, which is what I'm reading some of this off of. That grade out of 60 or better on the 2080 scouting scale. That's great. I'm not used to the Brewers, doing good. But yeah, the Brewers, they made history of Jackson Chourio, and he's it's going to either end real well or really bad. I don't think it's going to go badly. I think this one's going to work out well. He's passing the eye test. Everything I've seen of him, he's doing great. And not to mention, look at the Brewers. He's what they need. Now one of their outfielders are going to have to go because you have, normally you carry 4 outfielders. I guess he can carry a fifth and list him as a DH if you want, but Yelich is going to stay in left field. That's his for a reason. And then, let's see. You got Tyrone Taylor. You got Joey Weimer. You got Sal Frelick. And yeah, let's see. A lot of, I'm sure you're seeing a trend here. We got a logjam at the outfield. Obviously, they're keeping Frelick. Frelick's got everything they want on the youngsters. Weimer, he's your power bat, and they'll probably work on him. They'll probably get rid of Tyrone Taylor and to make room for Jackson Chourio. But for some of these prospects, just don't turn into a Keston Hero type situation because, well, it's not bad. Just have it would be a really more expensive version of what Keston's turned into. Because honestly, yeah. Keston Hero, when it comes to prospects, he's going to be like the ultimate what-if scenario. Because in 2018, they could have traded him for, Manny Machado, which his bat probably would have done us a lot more liberty than Jonathan Scope, who couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, but yeah. And then, let's see here, what else? Oh yeah, that's right. That's frickin' right. It could be a Matt Gamble type deal where he could be great at those and gets hurt. It could be. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen, but Chourio's going to be good. He's going to be great. Honestly, I can't wait. Devin Williams, he won his second NL reliever of the year, and what's he speaking out on? It says he speaks out after, unless it's just to get clicks, because it's probably him saying something, but yeah. Let's see, the Brewers pitchers will have Trevor Hoffman NL reliever of the year 5 out of about 6 years. The only time was when I went to the Mets reliever Edwin Diaz in 2022. Let's go, Brewers! But let's see. He speaks out after winning it. What did he say? It's an incredible feeling. This is what you work for, or at least one of the things. It's nice to have my work recognized. And a quote there. Okay, that's normal. As for development changes, well, it's how he commands it. It's what he said. Let's see here. The development goes back to my childhood, just playing catch in the backyard. I didn't really know how good it was or how it could be until 2020 when I started throwing it more and getting the results I was looking for. I definitely feel, but I could try and shape it differently. Try and make it shorter, bigger, depending upon the counts and who the hitter is. It's all feel and just how much I want to move. He's not speaking out anything. If you say speaking out, it means he's out raising the alarm bells. That's just, yeah. Wisconsin Sports Heroics, you gotta do better, man. You gotta do better. Like, they gotta do better if they want to try and fearmonger the Brewer fans. Most of us aren't that dumb. The fact that I even clicked that's sad. But, let's see. There are other things like trading Burns and Adames, and yeah. They're probably moving on from them, but at this point, it's expected. What they get in return, I don't know. Who they send it to, I don't know. Oh, yep, there it is on Twitter from John Heyman. At the last part of it, he says the deal is expected to be 8 years guaranteed and close to $80 million and include 2 team options. Good to know. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's your Milwaukee Brewers taste, and I'm probably going to have to stop this, post a video of this segment, and then the rest of it go hit the hay and get some sleep, because sports reporters need their beauty sleep after I do my local high school sports segment by posting the scores on the social media feeds. So please go find the Rob Dog Sport Brief on Facebook and Instagram for those scores.